How you doing, YouTube? Matt One Mass Beer Reviews, back with yet another review with George.
George from How to Pair Beer with Everything by NEPA Scene.
NEPA Scene is a local, just a local, what would you call it? Local, I'm spacing on the word.
Not like a blog.
Entertainment magazine.
News for everything going on.
News for everything. That's good. If you want to check it out, check it out. George does a podcast with Derek and Rich from NEPA Scene on Wednesdays. It usually comes out on Sundays, called How to Pair Beer with Everything. He's here doing a couple beers with me, and we're going to dive into this, which is Brooklyn Brewery's Intensified Barrel-Aged Coffee Porter. This was sent to me by Thomas. Thank you very much, Thomas. A viewer wanted to send me beer. Said, hey, can I send you beer? And I said, yes. A couple days went by, I didn't hear from him, and he said, hey, man, I waited a little bit because I really wanted to send you something. He went to the brewery release of this beer and threw it in, and pretty much got it 2 days after it released from the brewery, which is fucking crazy talk. I don't even know if there's a bottle date on it. I'm sure there is, but regardless, this is less than a week old, and I didn't go to the brewery to get it. So thank you very much, Thomas, for sending me this beer, and we are going to enjoy it. And the reason why, one of the reasons, George is an awesome person, really likes good beer. The other reason why is Thomas sent me beer because he, under the premise that he thinks good beer should be shared. And that's why I wanted to do it with George.
Thank you, Thomas.
$7.50, should be shared, and we're going to see what she's all about. As far as what it says in a bottle, it's a Brooklyn Intensified Barrel-Aged Porter. 11.8% alcohol by volume. A robust porter with infused with Salvadorian coffee, aged in bourbon barrels. Intensified Barrel-Aged Coffee Porter, BQE, Q3, 2015. That's their bottle on date, so you have to, I guess, I don't know what that means. Anyway, Brooklyn Intensified Coffee Porter starts with a big chocolatey ale, ready to take on superpowers. The first power is gained from months of aging in Kentucky bourbon barrels. The second arises from delectable beans harvested from pals at Finca El Manzano, something like that. Single origin coffee in El Salvador. The final power comes from the famed Blue Ribbon Coffee roasters, who will elevate the coffee to perfection. Brace yourself for complex notes of dark chocolate, vanilla, oak, berries, and dried fruit coming to intensify you. So yeah, I mean, everything about it, label-wise, Brooklyn stuff is usually on point, and this is over the top. From the label design to the bottle, you got a little Brooklyn etching on there, cork and cage. What are you gonna do? It's fucking awesome. I'm actually kind of my man parts are tingling a little bit for this one. I think I might get a full-on boner from this, so we're gonna see.
Just you reading that, my shorts fit a little tighter.
So here we go. Let's see what this sucker has to offer. A little bit lighter than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to come out a little bit darker, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not super light, but you can see in the pour you can get a little bit of color from it. I'm kind of tossing it in the glass, not really getting a big head. You're not going to expect a huge head from a beer that's going to spend a decent amount of time in a barrel, but
I can smell it from here.
Not me. I have a fan going this way, so he's lucky. So yeah, I mean, finger head just below what I like my coffee to look like. His pretty compact bowls, but mine super compact, really nice creamy top to it. So yeah, I mean, color-wise, you get a little bit of color, not even just on the edges, a little bit deeper, but it looks pretty damn dark. So yeah, bourbon out the fucking asshole. Huge bourbon.
That's it, man. That's incredible.
You can almost, if you fight through it, you can get a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of coffee, but I mean, it's bourbon. I mean, there's a ton of bourbon in there.
That's beautiful. That really is.
Yeah, a little bit of char, but I mean, it's barrel all the way. Barrel all the way. I'm going to dive right in there because there's not much else to say. Cheers. Well, here's the deal.
Wow.
A lot of bourbon. In a good way. Nice booze sweetness. It's not super hot. It's not like burning my throat. The booze is there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's not like overly hot. It needs to settle. That's the thing. Like this, and it's kind of catch-all with these beers. A lot of times you get like it's a coffee forward beer, a coffee porter, and it's definitely a porter. It's not a stout. Coffee porter Asian bourbon barrels. In a perfect world, you let this sit about maybe 6 to 10 months. But I didn't want to let someone send it to me. I wanted to review it. It's definitely too bourbon straight out the chute, but it's still fucking delicious.
Oh, all around, it's fantastic.
First thing you get in your mouth, you get this nice, fluffy, creamy porter feel from it. Once you start to get it deep into your mouth, you start getting those nice bourbon notes. Still not overly boozy, nice sweetness to it. It stays light throughout, which is one of the most unique things about this beer, I think. To have that much barrel and bourbon, not a ton of barrel, but more bourbon, and it still have it kind of be like creamy and fluffy. It's kind of unique. I'm not getting a ton of coffee in the mouth. Probably a little more chocolate than coffee I'm getting in that. A little bit of roast. But it's a pretty damn good beer. Put it that way. Not too shabby.
No, not at all. That was awesome. Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, and while that mouthfeel is nice and fluffy, I just wish it was a little denser. But yeah, really delicious beer. Rating-wise, let's see what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to give this one a flat. No, not flat. I'm going to give it a 91. Give it a 91. I think it has time to grow, or if it has time to grow, it will grow a little bit. I think that bourbon is going to fall out a little bit. You're going to get a couple more flavors, maybe hash out a little bit more chocolate. Not too much coffee. Like I said, it puts itself forward as a coffee beer. If no label on it, I wouldn't say it's a coffee beer.
Right.
So it's probably not going to gain in coffee. But I think it might gain in positive aspects with some time. So I'm going to give it a 91 overall. What do you think?
I was going to do between 85 and 90. I think I would really like to revisit one of these bottles a couple months down the road just to see what changed. But overall it's a solid beer. I'm not getting a lot of coffee, but I'm a sucker for bourbons.
And that's the thing. Like you're talking about, like a lot. We're not BJCP judges here. We're not going to grade stuff exactly to what it's supposed to be. I'm just grading on whether I like it or not. And the fucking cusp of it is I like it. So 90 overall. Value and availability. I'm going to hash over that whole thing. It was sent to me. I'm sure it was paid. I'm sure there was a premium paid for it, but I didn't pay for it, and it was given to me. So I can't gloss on it. The only thing I can say is thank you very much, Thomas, for sending it my way. And 90 overall. And if you like what will you like this? If you like bourbon beers, because it is absolutely 100% bourbon forward, but not in a boozy, hot way. It's like a very sweet bourbon, like a candied bourbon, almost like a cooked down bourbon. Like if you've had like those, like something cooked with bourbon, where you're not getting the booze from it, but you're getting a ton of flavor. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. So.
Oh, definitely. No burn to it at all.
No, you can crush this. That's basically what I'm saying. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers in all four of those places for me. For you.
NEPAscene.com or Facebook, NEPA Scene, How to Pair Beer with Everything. We put out a podcast once a week.
There you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice barrel-aged coffee porter right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.